Hello everyone, Laura Danzel here with the Vermilion County Conservation District. I'd like to take you on another virtual hike through the forest this week to see what we have blooming in Vermilion County and other discoveries that we might find. Here we have some pretty heart-shaped leaves. This is wild ginger. Wild ginger is flowering right now. In order to find the flowers, you got to get low to the ground, look underneath the leaves, and voila, there is the purple maroon flower. There's also a bird feather. A lot of times birds will lose their feathers out of their body, very much like how we will lose hair out of our head. They'll shed their feathers like we shed hair. Sometimes you hear that if you hold or touch a bird feather, you'll get germs or lice, and that's just not true. So if you find a bird feather, it's cool to check it out, but then just leave it here in the forest. Don't take it home with you. Sometimes when you go on a nature hike, you don't always see the wildlife, but you might hear them. In front of us, we can see over to the left a bluebird house, but we can hear a bird, several of them. Those are house wrens. House wrens can even be found in neighborhoods, in your backyard, in town. This might be a bird that you can hear even in your own backyard. This beautiful flower is called Spiderwort. One of the reasons why it's called that is because the future flowers that'll be blooming in the next couple days or weeks are dangling down from the plant, almost makes it look like spider legs. The flower can have a purple appearance. Sometimes it's a light blue. Sometimes it can have a pink appearance. It just depends on the soil conditions in which it's growing in. But one of the fun things about spiderwort is the juice or the sap that's inside the leaves. I pick this leaf off of it, when you touch it, it pulls away in a string-like appearance, almost like a spider web appearance. And it's so much fun showing this to people in person and having them feel it, because it kind of feels like snot. This cool plant here is called squaw root, or sometimes also known as cancer root. It doesn't have any chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green pigment that you can find in plants that allows a plant to go through the photosynthesis process to make sugars in order to survive. Instead, squaw root will have its roots down underneath the ground attached to the roots of an oak tree. They will take the minerals and nutrients out of the oak tree root and live off that. That makes it a parasitic plant. These structures will eventually get several inches taller. This is one from last year. What's great about squaw root is it doesn't seem that it does any harm or kills the oak tree that it lives off of, so it doesn't steal enough nutrients to really harm the tree. Here is a 6-spotted tiger beetle. It gets that name because it has 6 white spots on its abdomen, and tiger beetle because of how they chase down and hunt their prey, much like how a tiger does in the jungle. They have a beautiful iridescent green color, and typically you'll find them land in front of you when you're hiking on a trail, and then when you get too close, they'll fly off. They're always fun to find whenever you're hiking because of that beautiful green color. It's kind of a chilly morning right now. Our weather's cool, so he's not moving too much, because normally the tiger beetles don't let you get this close for this long. Another thing you can think about when you're out on a hike or even in your own backyard is sometimes it's okay to just sit somewhere and listen and watch. Watch the wind blow through the leaves, listen to birds. Because if you take your time and look and listen, you can always find something cool out in our county parks. Thank you for joining me again today, and I will see you again soon.